Hello Stampers, it's Super Awesome Stamper Shirley Merker. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Sun Prairie, Wisconsin, USA. I can see the paper cut is finishing up, but I thought I would jump on since I need to manually flip my camera down. Just wanted to say hi so you can see a face, you know who is speaking to you. And I am going to look away and make sure I'm in the right spot. Make sure I'm going live in the right area. Yep, I see myself great. All right, I'm gonna flip you down to my table. So if you get dizzy, cover your eyeballs because I gotta do the manual flipping myself. Try to do it quickly. And then I need to arrange my lights. So in my kits, I am featuring the Simply Elegant product suite. Hi, Wendy and Janice from Pennsylvania and Diane from Chicago. Right down the interstate. So I am close to Madison, on the north side of Madison, Wisconsin. I'm in Sun Prairie. It's just a suburb. When I first moved here to Sun Prairie, we were really a suburb. And now there's no distinction between Madison and Sun Prairie now. So all that has built up. And I think that's good. All right. Oh, let me hit play over here. So, like I said, we are using the Simply Elegant product suite in our kits. So, hi, Valerie. Hope you got your kit out and you're going to assemble along with me. So, my kits were just a fancy fold, but an easy, quick fancy fold. And I love a good scroll. So, this stamp set was top on my list to order when the new catalog came out in May. So, let's get started. I thought I would start by just sharing the stamp set. It's the Simply Elegant stamp set, and the size on the cover is the size of the actual stamps. This is a cling stamp, which means one side is red rubber and one side's got this sticky label on the back. So you need to add the labels to your stamp set when you get it and just pop it out of the die cut sheet. They do most of the cutting of the stamps for us. So I need that one. I need the thank you. And all I'm doing is eyeballing the edge of my block with kind of like this straight edge, the straight line of the sentiment there. Same with that lace one. So those, oh, and I think I need this little one too. So that one, actually I think I'll grab the longer block for that one. So we sell stamps in red rubber and the photopolymer. So you just have to kind of look in the catalog and see which configuration they're being sold as. All right, I am going to start with the cinnamon cider kit. So you got 2 kits in your stash, plus 2 whisper white envelopes. And I'm pretty sure I gave you extra pattern paper so that you could have an assortment to pick from for this first card right here. All right, hi Pat and Kathy from Texas. Thanks for joining today. All right, so this kit's got this pattern paper. This piece is from the In Good Taste pack from the annual catalog, which carried over from last year's catalog. And then your other pieces came from the Well Suited pattern pack, which is from the January to June catalog, which expires on June 1st, which is, I think, Wednesday of next week. I didn't look at the calendar before I came on. So we'll look at the catalog at the end here. All right, so I'm going to set some things aside. Just like that. And we are going to start with cutting some of our paper. Now I'm going to hold this up. This wood piece that I gave you, I don't know if we'll be able to see that. I did not cut the wood piece off. I opted to use it as a stabilizer to add the rest of the pattern paper on. So that's going to be the bottom layer. And then your smoky slate is going to be your real bottom layer. And then these other pieces, see in the back of the paisley is the diamond. So you can decide which pattern you want up. And I thought, well, these are my sample kits, but I'm pretty sure that I added some other papers to your pack, so let me grab those real quick. So you might have gotten a selection of patterns in your pack. I may have added these to your kit as well. I packed these several weeks ago, so I can't exactly remember, but that was my plan anyway. All right, so decide which patterns you're going to have in your card, and then let's just do some trimming. So the diamond fold, which is this one, I did 3/4 of an inch. Yep, 4 inches by 3/4 of an inch. It's my scoring grade. And then I did another paisley that was 4 inches by 1 1/4. And differing widths of your strips of pattern paper are interesting to the eye. And then the plaid was a 4 by 2. Now the plaid doesn't have to be quite as large as a 4 by 2. But again, for stability, I wanted something a little larger. So we're done with the cutting. So now, the reason why this is 2 inches and the reason why I said you don't need the plaid to be so wide is that we're just having a little strip here. But instead of having strips butted up against each other, it looks a little more pleasing to have them overlapping. So this is how I assembled this card. And initially I thought I'd want a little plaid peeking out, and I think I'll do that for this one so we can kind of see the different looks. Now I'm going to grab my green glue because green glue, any kind of liquid glue, affords you a little bit of time to move your pattern paper wherever you want. Hi, Mickey, all the way from California. Got your cup of coffee going? You're in a different time zone than I am, so it's earlier where you are. I've got my tea going. Made some Thai basil tea this morning. I've got a couple of deck pots, and one of them is Thai basil. And it has a little bit of a basil flavor, but a little bit of an exotic flavor. So that and some honey is real good for some tea. Good morning, Mary. Okay, and then paisley over that. Now, wasn't watching what I was doing. Yep, I can zhuzh that all the way over. That's one good thing about this green glue. As long as you catch your mistake, you can kind of move it over. And then I want a little bit of this Pacific Point blue peeking out, just for some contrast. I'm going to hold it down for a few seconds, make sure it doesn't move on me like that bottom layer did. Good morning, Sherry from Michigan. Okay, now, before we start assembling, I have this lace piece here. So this lace stamp set. So I'm using the Night of Navy ink pad. And since I just added my stamps on camera, I have no idea actually where this is. But one thing you can do is line up the edge, like the top straight edge of your stamp with the straight edge on your grid paper. I'm going to try to do this on camera just to see how straight it is. It's pretty straight, it's a little bit down. So all I'm going to do is add detail with my ink. Right there. And then I also added it on the inside. So hopefully you've got the Simply Elegant stamp set you're stamping along with me. Sharon asks, what's the difference between the old Whisper White and the new basic white cardstock? Well, they told us that the plant that made the Whisper White, now I'm trying to remember right, I think it was either the plant shut down or the plant that was making the old Whisper White stopped making it, so they had to find a different supplier, whatever the case was. What you have in your kit is the new basic white, and let me feel it. So I've been a demonstrator for close to 18 years. My anniversary is in August, and the Whisper White has changed over the years as suppliers no longer make it. I would say that this new basic white is a touch less glossy feeling and looking, so it accepts the ink a little better, which means the ink dries a little faster. But other than that, I can't really tell any difference. It's a touch less glossy is how I would describe it. And that's just because I've been a demonstrator for so long that I've got that finger feel of how the cardstock feels on my hands. Okay, so I think I'm done with the lace stamp set, but we've got some more stamping to do. Now in your kit, I included the shape. So this is the elegant tag shape. And I'm going to stamp this double flower. So again, using the Night of Navy. And it doesn't really matter where I've got this stamp on my block. I just want that large image kind of towards the top. Just like that. Okay, and that's the stamping done for this card. Okay, so grabbing my green glue again. I'm going to start assembling. And I will be watching on my time here. Hopefully we'll get through one card, and then I've got the catalog tour to give you, reminding you that the January to June catalog is about to expire. So if you want any products from that, you'll need to place your order soon. All right, now your card base is Cinnamon Cider. Now Cinnamon Cider isn't in color, and the in colors change every 2 years. So Cinnamon Cider carried over this year. So I've already scored it. So I'm in the US, so we've got A2 card base, scored at 4 1/4. And then this first score is at 6 inches. And then flip it back, second score is at 7 inches. Use your bone folder and crisp up all your score marks. That'll just help us while we're assembling our kits here. Okay, so it just goes like that. So it's just a quick and simple fancy fold, just to wow somebody that's used to getting just regular folded cards from you. All right, now next step is very important. This smoky slate does not go, is not a full 5 1/2 inches. It is only 5 inches, and it is only touching the card base on that flap. So I recommend that you get out your glue and just put it on your flap. And then place this over here and press down on your fancy fold so it's flat against the back. And right now I'm just eyeballing all the way around. Make sure we got an even mat all the way around. Hi Kathy, the DSP that I'm using is from the In Good Taste. So this wooden image is from the In Good Taste. And the rest on this card is from the Well Suited Designer Series paper pack, which is in the January to June catalog. That Well Suited suite has got, it's a bow tie stamp in it. It's got the more darker muted colors with that paisley in there as well. All right, so I think I did something actually wrong. Look at that. I got distracted, Kathy, with your question, and I forgot to add the ribbon. So let's do something a little different with my ribbon. All right, let's look here. So, you know, there's never a mistake in your creation. You just need to do something a little different. All right, so flip your tag over and add some dimensionals. Our mini dimensionals fit perfectly on that little tip of the elegant tag punch, and then a mini dimensional on either end. All right, so now I said we're going to do something a little different. Oops. Do we want to do a bow with all of our ribbon? Oh, Kathy, that's okay. I probably would have missed it anyway. And actually, you know what? Sometimes with the green glue, if you catch it, you can pull it up. I think I'm going to, well, yeah, I'm going to leave it down. Let's just do something a little different. If you had non-liquid glue if you adhered that down with non-liquid glue, there, look, I like that. Look at that. See, something different. You could pull that up probably, but no, I've left it too long. I'm going to do a bow. I love swirlies with bows and vintage looks anyway, so this gives me another opportunity to do something a little different. So I like to do other things though, rather than just do bows all the time. Some people don't like bows, get tired of bows. So let me explain what I did on my sample card. I'm going to still put that straight on. So on my sample card, I wrapped it all the way around, and then I just did a knot. It's just a simple knot, which the tails can go anywhere. But I like the bow here too. All right, glue dots right here. There. And then, where are my paper snips? Paper snips. Paper snips are super sharp. And that, you can cut off your tails really easily. And I find it interesting that people cut their tails at different angles. I always think a tail looks nice with the longer part of the tail away from your loops and the shorter part of the tail towards the loops. It kind of forces your eye to your loops. But some people angle them this way as well. Just whatever suits you. Look at that. All right, inside piece is always, well, I shouldn't say always, but generally my inside piece is a 1/6 piece of an 8.5 by 11. And that's so that I don't have any waste making inside pieces. So you can get 6 pieces off of an 8.5 by 11 for your inside liner. Excuse me, I'm going to take a little drink of my tea. There's my tea that I was mentioning. So I have got Thai basil leaves in there. And I just take my spoon and kind of mesh them around a little bit throughout the day. And if you missed my introduction, I said I made some Thai basil. And it has a slight basil taste, more like an exotic taste though. All right, you got a couple pearls. And you got a couple of champagne rhinestones. Here we go in your kit. So now you can decide how you want to position all of your rhinestones. So I did one large one down there. And then I think I still like this arrangement. So 3 in the bottom corner, 2 of the champagne in the bottom corner, with one of the large pearls. And then the medium pearl up here. And this kit, I gave you 3 extra pearls, it looks like, but I didn't use them on my card, so you can decide where you want them. So the medium pearl, I just tucked up in that curve right there. And then 3 additional pearls. Let's see. 1 on either end of the bow. How's that? And then I've got 1 left. 1 in the center. There we go. Used all of them up. See? 2 different ways to use a ribbon, and never even knew I was going to be doing that. But like I said, if you aren't following me exactly, you can do whatever you want. Make whatever you want with your kit. Doesn't have to follow me exactly. All right, so that is the first kit. And let me see here. Where's the second kit? I do have kits available. I have 3 ready for immediate shipping on Monday. Mail has already gone through at my house, so I can get them to you in the mail on Monday. The details for ordering are on my blog at superawesomestamper.com. I will be posting or refreshing that blog post. It'll post in about 10 minutes, so it'll be at the top of my blog if you'd like to place an order. All right, so here's the second one. So again, we love a good scrolly. And this pattern paper pack is from the In Good Taste pattern paper pack. Again, that carried over from last year's catalog. Lucy, thank you for giving me a compliment on my card. So I wanted to do a pattern paper that was lighter, so you could see you can stamp on it. If you don't like a pattern paper in one of your packs, because Stampin' Up! Sends you a variety of patterns in a pack, generally there's 6 patterns in a pack, 2 of each sheet. Usually there's one you don't really care for. Stamp on it. Make it one you really love. So that's just in the upper corner right there. And then the other stamping I need to do would be on the tag. Didn't put anything in the inside. We've got this little small half circle swirly. Love a big swirl, love a small swirl. If you love swirls in the shabby chic look, this stamp set is for you. All right, and then for this one I'm going to do thank you, and since I just mounted this stamp on my block, I have no idea where this stamp or how straight it is on the block. It's pretty straight. So I was lining up the edge of my acrylic block with my line of my grid paper, and also kind of eyeballing this line right there. So it looks like I've got it on there pretty straight. So let's put the tag on my grid and eyeball my block. Looks pretty good. All right, I'm always needing thank you cards. So I think that's it for my stamping. All right, and then let's pull it in here. And I won't glue down, but again, you fold back once and fold forward another time. Grab your bone folder. I will just quickly assemble this one. Won't glue down. This one goes here. Night of Navy goes over the bottom. All right, with the Highland Heather over that. And then I have a silver foil elegant tag punch shape and the one we just stamped. So I just overlap those two. Again, you can do whatever you want with the supplies that are provided. And then this kit got 2 of our pastel pearls, and I attached those on either edge, either side, right there. And then your inside pieces would be your Whisper White, a strip of the silver foil, and a strip of the Highland Heather. So those are all of your pieces right there. All right. So I'll do a close-up of this one. So it's just starting with the largest layers on the bottom and working your way up. Same with the inside. All right, so I mentioned I've got a couple of kits ready for mailing. Here are the kits. I got 3 ready for mailing, so go to my blog at superawesomestamper.com and purchase the kit. And I am offering an additional PDF for people that purchase the kit through Tuesday of next week. So that kit has 10 extra samples using this Simply Elegant product suite. All right, and I said I was going to do a catalog tour, so let's do that. It's our annual catalog, and here's the Simply Elegant product suite. If you order the suite, you get the stamp set and the punch, the pattern paper, and the trim. So I didn't use the trim on our cards today, but the trim is this gold and this silver combo. It is, it looks like it would be stretchy, but it's not. So it's not a stretchy metallic, it's a solid string. All right, other products that I used, of course, would be the Night of Navy ink pad. And we sell, we've got a lot of color collections. So Night of Navy cardstock, the ink pad, the refill, and we also have some blends in that colored family. Cinnamon Cider, I mentioned, is an ink carryover in color. It's right there. And ink colors expire every 2 years, so every year we get 5 new ink colors. Our embellishments I used on the kit would be the Pastel Pearls, number 2 on page 143, and also the Champagne Rhinestones, page 7 or number 7, and then the Basic Pearls, number 1 over there. And then the punch that I used would be this punch right here, and our punch shapes back here show the actual size of the punches, so you can kind of gauge if you want to punch in that size and shape. All right, bundle savings. Watch for those throughout the catalog. It means if you order with that bundle item number, you get 10% off whatever's included in the bundle. And then I mentioned the January to June catalog. So that expires at the end of June. And here is the Well Suited Suite. This is where I got some of the pattern paper from right there. All right, and then last, Well, two more things yet. If your shopping list is long after you've seen my presentation and you realize that all the products in the new annual catalog need to make your way to your room, if you want to stretch your crafting dollars, if you're interested in private virtual events, if you enjoy receiving greeting cards from me, your team leader, and if you want advance notice of Stampin' Up! Promotions, you might want to join my team. So PM me to discuss what it means to be a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. What it doesn't mean is you don't have to do what I do. You can do whatever you want with a demonstratorship, and I can let you know what kind of support I offer as your Stampin' Up! Team leader. So PM me again. You can also click on the Join Now button on my blog at superawesomestamper.com for more information about joining my team. And then if you place an order today through next Tuesday, I believe it's June 29th, using this host code, QCWKQ2S3, you will receive that PDF tutorial that I mentioned using the Simply Elegant product suite. There's 10 projects on that PDF. And then very last, before I sign off, I do run a Suite of the Month program, and this month, or not this month, next month for August, it is the hand-penned suite. Let me flip to that catalog page here. And you're getting a sneak peek on one of these samples that I'm giving away when you purchase the hand pen suite. So this is the hand pen suite on page 104 and 105. You purchase this suite in the month of August, and then I snail mail you 2 make and take kits. So here is one of the make and take kits. Second one I'm not going to reveal. Normally I don't share the samples for the Suite of the Month. But then you also receive a PDF using the Suite of the Month as well. So Suite of the Month details are on my blog. Again, pull this back in. Questions about joining my team or placing an order, you can always PM me with any kind of questions you have. I've got kits available for shipping. Oh, where's the second one? If you like this Simply Elegant product suite. The only retired product I use on my kits today, which you won't be able to purchase from my online store, will be this cinnamon cider ribbon. They generally retire those in color accessories every year, and this was a ribbon from last year. All right, thanks for watching. I will be back for the July craft along, which is towards the end of the month. So be watching for my samples in the promo video, and I'll also share whatever I am offering on my blog at superawesomestamper.com. All right, thanks for stamping with me every day, everybody. Naomi, oh, my catalog is spiral bound. Yep, you just take it to the office supply store and get it spiral bound. All right, Judy, thanks for your compliment, my neat folded card, and we'll stamp with you soon. Bye.